You know,
Okay.
guys, I really think we should be like, doing the paper for this project rather than doing the video because I talk to Mr. Q all the time and we have a lot of those research paper assignments and stuff. I think that's going to work really well for us. I participate a lot, probably have the highest grade too. I just need you guys to trust me on this, okay? What do you guys think? We got this.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, I do have a lot of projects and stuff. Whatever you think would be like easier, you know. At the end of the day, we all want a good grade, so I'm cool with that.
I mean, if Tyler says that he has a good connection with Mr. Q, and I mean, he has the best grade out of all of us, so he has to be the smartest one. We should listen to him.
Yeah, I agree with him though.
Especially
Thank
if
you,
you're in
guys.
office hours and talk to him and you already have like a personal relationship with him. I think even like we could kind of half-ass it a little bit and he'll still like think it's good since you're tight with him. I'm down for that.
I don't
Alrighty.
know, guys. It kind of seems like writing wouldn't be the best option because I mean, it's so much you have to do and you have to edit it. You have to make sure that it's good. It just seems like it's one of the, I don't know, it seems harder and more difficult and just less optimal for getting a good grade.
Well,
You
Brandon,
sure?
Tyler
Yeah.
has the best grade out of all of us. He has a good relationship with Mr. Q. Whatever he's gonna say is going to be like the best thing, probably. Like, I mean, that's what I think. I mean, he has the best relationship with Mr. Q. He has the best grade in our class. He goes to his office hours. I mean, none of us know better than Tyler.
I mean, he does have a good relationship with Mr. Q, but I don't know if he has the best grades, so I don't know if he like makes the best decisions for us.
What's
But-
your grade, Brandon?
Well, I mean, it's like a 97, so
99.4.
I'm sure Mr. Q recognizes Tyler, so that would also be a plus.
yeah, that's true. Okay, fine. I guess a paper makes sense.
See,
Okay.
there we go. We all
Actually, this was not our project meeting. This was an example of conformity bias because Tyler had the best grade. We all just kind of went with him and Brandon was going away from the group, even though Amog, Angelica, and I were just agreeing with Tyler.
Yeah, conformity bias is when we fall into peer pressure. For example, when we all fell into the pressure by Tyler when he said that he has the best grade. So an example, I mean, peer pressure could be an example of conformity bias. So it's basically our tendency to not use our own independent judgment rather than use the judgment of another person. And in this case, me, Angelica, and Kendall use the judgment of Tyler.
And conformity bias doesn't necessarily mean that it's always a bad thing. Sometimes conformity bias can be a good thing, like recycling and just doing good things for, your family, the community is a way of conformity bias that, can benefit not only you, but everyone around you.
It all comes down to context ultimately. And while this was a small, low stakes example of conformity bias, when it comes to companies that we talked about in class, such as Enron dealing with millions of dollars and several stakeholders, it can be a higher level of risk with conformity bias.
So therefore, we just learned that conformity bias can be both good and bad. It just depends on the situation. Thank you, Mr. Q and Madeline.